Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. And I want to say good morning to everybody who's made it here today. I see Lauren and Dan are here, Dennis and Janet, Selena and Frank. Good morning. Good morning. Grant, Amanda. It is nice to see you guys here today. So thanks so much for being here. And of course, for answering the question of the day, which is, what is the best advice that you have received? Um, let's see here. Amanda says, it bears repeating, what others think of you is not your business. Hey, I know that advice. That's something I talked about yesterday. Let's see here. Dennis says, best advice, don't dwell on the past. Focus on the future. There's a reason the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror. Oh boy, isn't it though? A lot bigger. Jan says, the best advice I ever received comes from alignment with ourselves. Brenda Jean says, my biz said, don't tell people what accomplishments you have achieved in the past. Just do great work, and after a while, they will notice and come seek your expertise. That is a fact. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Don't poop in your wallet. I like that. That's funny. Sounds like some country wisdom right there. All righty. And indeed, Jan, we are and kind of people. So good morning, everybody. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some good stuff about us. And I really appreciate all of this advice. One of the best pieces of advice that I ever got was that the only difference between stumbling blocks and stepping stones are the way you use them. So we're all going to have stuff that throws a monkey wrench in our works as we go through life, and it's what we do with it that matters. It's not the way that it's not the way that it affects us at the beginning. It's how we use all of the nuggets, all the rocks that get thrown in our life, because life certainly has a way of doing that. So I just want to say good morning to everybody. So yeah, we're going to pull a card today. I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card. What I'd like for you to do is say out loud, I am that affirmation. As we do this, we are taking control of our internal narrative, and I am excited to do just that. So without further ado, let's go through the card for today, which is I am collaborative. I am collaborative. I work harmoniously toward shared visions. So I am collaborative. I work harmoniously toward shared visions. Are you collaborative? You are collaborative. You work harmoniously toward shared visions. And I am going to write that down in the comments. Toward shared visions. Boom. Frank beat me to it. We are collaborative people, and we do work harmoniously toward shared visions. In fact, many of us know each other in person, and as we live in a community, the community itself becomes the woven tapestry of our shared visions. Our visions about who we are, our visions about who we are, our visions about how we fit in. This is what collaboration is all about. Just in the same way that these threads are woven in and out of each other, and each and every one of which is a different color, a different texture. Every one of these is different, and yet together they come and make a beautiful woven tapestry. So it is with us in life as we collaborate and move harmoniously toward shared visions. It's important to know what our vision is, because then we can understand if we share it with others. Casting vision is one of the very first things that a leader ever does. In his book, Leadership is an Art, Max Dupree talks about, he said that a leader's first responsibility is to cast vision, and a leader's final responsibility is to say thank you. In between the two, we become servants and debtors. And I found that whenever I'm with a team collaborating, I am a servant and a debtor to all of the people who I work with. It's really fun for me to be on a team. A lot of you guys know I recently started a new position, and it's been a while since I've been on a team before, and it's just so nice to be on a team that is functioning at a high level. I've been able to collaborate with a lot of people, and many others have given me their time and their effort and their energy, and just to make the team better. And I love it. It's great to see that sort of stuff. So we are collaborative people. So yeah, it's good for us to know what our vision is. It's good for us to know what's important to us, because that way we can bring our own unique flavor to the shared visions that we are contributing to, because we are contributing to them with every and this is relevant for formal arrangements as well as informal ones. We are collaborative. So we work harmoniously toward shared visions. Let's see, you guys are blowing up the comments over here. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And let's see here. We got a lot of I am collaboratives. Our village makes great stone soup. That's wonderful. That's wonderful, Shauna. Hey, I know that a bunch of us are going to be going over to your house, Shauna, later on, and a little bit later on in this month, and helping you to pick up some sticks around your house and get firewood gathered for the winter time. And so that's a collaborative effort, and I'm looking forward to being a harmonious part of that. Um, Brenda Jean says collaboration needs both structure and chaos for order and creativity. How do you establish that in a group? Well, that's a really good question, Brenda Jean. I think that the way to establish that in a group is to really respect everybody for who they are, and to provide a framework in which everybody has a say. Everybody can have a say in a group, not necessarily a vote, though. So in order for any group to work properly, there has to be somebody or some group of people that's leading the group in accordance with a shared vision that everybody knows and understands. I think that the more that we cast that vision, the more that we write it down and define exactly what it is, that people are able to put in, the people are able to do to apply their unique gifts to it and in their unique way. I feel like the best leaders that I've ever worked with are people who recognized what I was good at and left me alone to do it, because in many cases I was better at it than they would have been. And that's necessary. That's an important part of having a good team. It's good to be the best person at something on a team, and it's certainly good to be the best person at be better than the person who's leading the team is. The person who's leading the team is very good at leading a team and organizing the people, and organizing their various strengths and mitigating the weaknesses and keeping the vision clear. And that's different than executing the individual tasks at a high level. So I noticed that whenever I've been on a team and whenever I've been working toward a shared vision with other people, and I noticed that whenever I do that, that I personally gravitate toward the parts of the parts of the vision that I like. And in fact, just by being myself and by applying my gifts, I have been able to actually have a contributing hand in what the vision has become. The that When I was working on Maui, I essentially created a job for myself because I noticed there was a need in the company. I noticed there was a need in the company for somebody who could execute tours at a high level, which I could, and really understood how to facilitate adventure tourism. uh, there was a need for me to help to help some of the new people to learn how to do it better. And so I actually ended up in a training role, which was an absolute blast, because we had some federally required training that we had to do, and most everybody just kind of slogged through it because it was federally required. But it was basically about the psychology behind how do you give a good tour so that you can really create an amazing, exceptional experience for people. And I love that. That was very much in line and is very much in line with my core set of gifts. And so what I did was I created a curriculum and I presented it to my bosses, and I said, "Hey, this is my vision for how we execute this model that that we are telling the national park that we are doing." And they liked my vision, and they said, "Wow, you know what? Let's actually add that to the training curriculum." And in the end, I was able to do something that was different than what I was hired for, but it was just as important, if not more important, because I was able to multiply my effectiveness. So that's a way that I have been able to collaborate and really have my own creativity honored, while at the same time I was within somebody else's rigid structure. I trained the people they told me to train in the way that they told me to train them, and I was I clocked in when I needed to clock in, and I clocked out when I needed to clock out. So there was plenty of structure in my day, but at the same time, I was allowed to do the most important part of my day very creatively. As long as we were getting good reviews from our guests, my job was being done well. So, yep. So, anyways, we are creative people, and let's take this as an opportunity today to go and be collaborative with the people around us. Many of us will be going to work. All of us will be going out into the world, meeting other people, and whether we have some kind of a codified collaboration or not, the fact is that every time we have an interaction with anybody, that it is a co-creation between all of us. And so, let's be harmonious in that. Let's make sure that we are nicely woven into the tapestry of our own life, that we are supporting and being supported by the people around us, that we are abandoning ourselves to the strengths of others, and that we are proactively taking responsibility when we notice that we are the best person in the room to do something. And that is how we are going to make a difference in the world today. I want to say thank you guys all for being here. I will return tomorrow at 9 a.m. For yet another wake up call. We'll go through another one of these cards, and I am excited to share the message with you. So, thank you guys so much for being here. I will talk to you tomorrow. Until then, aloha from paradise.